Hey, what's up guys? It's Kyle from RRBuildings, and for today's video, I actually just got back from my current build series job site, which is the hunting cabin build, and you definitely want to make sure that you guys go check that out, because even though on YouTube I'm not done with it, I am done with it in real life, which means I know how it turns out, and it turns out really cool. But what that also means is that I finally used the JCB Tele-Skid for the entire job, and I told you guys that I would give you my thoughts, both positive, negative, and just really give a rundown on what I think about it. But first, let's go ahead and get it unloaded, and then we'll start talking. All right guys, now I promised you I would give you my thoughts on the JCB, and maybe specifically I'll compare it to the Kubota, but this video is about the JCB. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of walk around the machine, give you those real high points that I wanna talk about, the things I think that are most important to you. So let's go ahead and let's start over here at the boom. Now, one of the biggest differences about the Tele-Skid in comparing it to all other skid loaders is the fact that it has a single arm. It's got the mono boom, very comparable to a telehandler, and I think it creates a lot of positives, but also some negatives. We'll get into the negatives later. The biggest takeaway about this boom is, for us personally, it added a lot of value. On-site, moving materials around, unloading trailers, loading trailers, just in general, it saved a lot of steps because it made things a lot easier and it made the machine more versatile. Now let's go ahead and talk about the tracks. Now with the tracks on this skid loader, these are the stock tracks, and they're great all-around track. Compared to the Kubota, they have a ton more grip. I think they would perform much better in snow. Obviously I can't test that, but on our wet conditions on site, they did a phenomenal job. However, don't want to be a landscaper using these tracks. They would tear up your lawn in a heartbeat. Let's go ahead and let's go on the other side and talk about the door. All right, let's talk about this door, guys, because this is another thing that not many people have. In fact, JCB is the only one that's doing it. Access, access, access. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter who it is. If you can run a skid loader, you're probably able to get up into this very comfortable and safe. It doesn't matter if you've got a full load, if you've got a load suspended. You don't have to worry about it because you're going to access it all from the side. Very safe and effective. But before we get in the cab, let's talk about the quick attach. Now, something as dumb as the quick attach is something that I was super impressed with. Coming from the Kubota, which was really slow, this thing, you can detach or attach an attachment in like the blink of an eye, and it's really impressive. It's super serviceable with this panel, they say, and it's also going to last a really long time without any service. That's kind of hard to be known at this point since I've only got 16 hours, but let's go look at service since we're talking about it. All right, now let's talk about service and maintenance, guys. I haven't done anything. I actually had nothing wrong with this, only got about 17 hours. So we're actually gonna skip this. You might wanna talk to somebody that has more seat time or a mechanic. All right, guys, now in the cab here, I think it's super subjective. I can tell you my opinions, but I would recommend you come sit in a cab and really feel it for yourself, because everybody has a different body type. Everybody has different needs and wants. For me, I want to be comfortable. I want to sit here. I want it to, just be comfortable. I can sit my arms here. I've got the pilot controls. My visibility's great. I've got a radio. All my controls are up here. And in general, it just feels good. And it's got a killer AC system. This thing will freeze you out. But enough talk. Let's actually do some action. So what we're doing over here is I wanted to specifically show you guys for material handling, the boom is amazing. It allows you to pick up a load, and instead of just dropping it in front of you, you're actually able to boom out, which is going to allow you to get into those dump trucks easier. It's going to allow you to make taller piles of your material, and for us, if we want to get any sort of lumber or supplies up to a roof, it gives us that extra bit of height to do so. Things that is not cool about this boom is that you can't really do too many functions at once. It seems that if you try to do all the functions like boom out, boom up, move your bucket up or down, it really goes slow. So when I'm bringing the bucket back down, I definitely have to bring it down almost first, and then I start booming back in. But having that ability to just boom all the way to the top of a pile like that, I think even with a full bucket, so you know that you're not going to put more material in this bucket, it's full. If I can boom all the way out, it's not going to tip over. So as you can see, the quick attach is super fast. Just at the push of a button, it's able to detach almost instantaneous, and you can move on to another attachment. So honestly, guys, I think this is one of those subjective things. I can tell you that I love it. I can tell you that I don't love it. The truth is my Kubota is awesome. It performs really well on the job site, and it's paid for. So a lot of people have been asking me, am I going to get rid of the Kubota and buy a JCB? I'm going to say that that's still to be undetermined. I haven't set trusses with the JCB. I haven't really hung any walls. I've done mainly moving of material, which it performs flawless. I haven't done a lot of site work. So overall, I got 16.5 hours. I've used a half of a tank of fuel. Don't have a lot of seat time. It's an awesome machine. If I were looking for a new skid loader today, I would definitely put this at the top of my list, and I definitely would love to try the new Kubota 95 Series 2s because those look awesome as well. I guess that will be to be determined, and make sure you guys are sticking around, and I might answer more questions about this because I am going to try to bring it to site, set some trusses in the next week or so, and I'll let you know how that goes. So until then, make sure you guys stay tuned, hit the sub button. I appreciate it. I just really do appreciate the support. We'll see you guys on the next video. Did I forget to tell you guys how fast this thing was?